Welcome back to the Turo Hustle. Okay, today we have a jam-packed video for everybody out there wondering, is Turo still worth it in 2025? Right, we're going to go over our gross yearly earnings, our net monthly profit, our expenses, our gross monthly profit. We have a ton of numbers and information for you, right? So watch this whole video. And on top of that, we're going to talk about the main shift from 2024 to 2025 and how that's impacting all these expenses and costs and earnings, right? So please subscribe and welcome to the Turo Hustle. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about, hey, is the demand still there? And 100% demand is still there. It's just shifted a little bit, okay? So your weekends, your summers and holidays and events, those are all still going to be busy, right? Now, in this day and age, guests, they want just a little bit more with each trip. They want it to be smooth. They want it to be clean and refined. Okay, now there's a lot of markets that have steady bookings, and there's also, markets that are increasing their bookings. And this means as a Turo host, hey, you're going to need clean cars. You're going to need clean photos, right? You're going to need great reviews, because if you run this like a business, demand is going to find you, right? Now, the key difference in this 2025 day and age Turo hustle is competition and efficiency, right? Now, like I said, if you're going to run it like a business, the demand's going to find you. But if you just want to hop on this app willy-nilly and wing it, man, you got something else coming. All right, so is Turo still worth it? Man, if you're willing to put in the work and do everything we're talking about right here, then this video is for you, and let's find out, all right? Now, we're going to dive in a little bit more and discuss, hey, what is this shift that we're talking about? All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this shift. Now, we're going to dive into a bunch of these numbers, but I want to describe this shift a little bit so you guys can understand the numbers a little bit better. Right now, the main thing from 2024 to 2025 is you're just going to have more professional hosts. Right, so your cleanliness, your organization, this becomes a huge factor. If you can have a system and a process that is repeatable, it's going to lead to, cleaner cars in less amounts of time. Quicker and better drop-offs, right? Because in this day and age, your guests, they're going to want more with each trip. And that's how you're going to provide that. A refined, repeatable, dependable system. Right now, another part of this shift is insurance, photos, and documentation. Those matter more now than they ever have before. Okay, let's say I get somebody in my car and they trash it, right? Now, I want to make sure I took pictures before that trip so that I can prove, hey, after the trip, man, this really did happen. They trashed the car. But on the other side of that, you want to make sure you're protecting yourself. Let's say somebody skids off the road and gets in a wreck. They might say, hey, Turo, the depth on the tires was not adequate. We think, the Turo host is at fault for not supplying the right tires. You want to make sure, hey, I bought these brand new tires 2 months ago. This is the tread depth, right? You want to have all that documentation organized, right? That comes back to organization, process, cleanliness, and you're gonna turn into a professional host, right? Now, the other part of this is pricing has got a lot tighter. Now, we've talked about you have your dynamic pricing, right? And you can adjust that pricing yourself. These are all things you need to think about, because when you've got people coming to your area, hey, what car do they want? Where are they going? When are they coming here? How long are they keeping my car? If you can really zone in on all of that, you're going to get a competitive advantage, and that's going to help you out with your pricing. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some of these numbers. All right, now, these numbers are from January 1st to the middle of October, 10 and a half months, right? Now, our earnings for 2025 for those 10 and a half months are $90,224. Now, we started the year off with 8 cars. Early on, one of those cars wasn't working out so well, and so we sold it. I'm going to subtract its earnings just to make this a lot easier. Right? So that the earnings for that car were $4,128. So that brings our earnings for 2025 from January 1st to the middle of October to $86,096. That's for 7 cars. All right, so we're going to go ahead and divide our $86,096 by 7. That gives us $12,299. That's the average of how much each car has done from the start, from January 1 till the middle of October. So we're going to take that $12,299, we're going to divide it by 10.5, and that gives us $1,171. Now this is our gross monthly average per car, right? So each car is bringing in, on average, $1,171 before expenses. Let's go ahead and find out what our expenses are so we can find the net profit per month. So we have a car wash that we use when it gets cold sometimes, and that costs us $45.95. We have one financed car. It's a 2023 Toyota Highlander. It's $743.95 per month. Okay, now insurance. Our Turo insurance is $466.32, right? This is for all 7 cars per month. Bouncy. Bouncy is a tracking device that allows us to be eligible for Turo's insurance. That's $61.60 per month. Oil. If you were to break oil down on a month-to-month scale for 7 cars, you're looking at $77, right? Because I change all the oil myself, so that helps reduce a lot of the expenses. Brakes and rotors, same thing. If you were to break that down on a month-to-month expense for 7 cars, you're looking at $213. Okay, tires, same thing. Break it down, month-to-month expense, 7 cars, you're looking at $308. That brings our total monthly expenses for 2025 for 7 cars to $1,915.82. All right, so let's go ahead and divide that number by 7 for our 7 cars. That's going to give us $273.68. So we're going to go back to our gross monthly profit per car of $1,171. We're going to subtract off our average expense per car per month of $273.68. Now that's going to give us $897 net profit per car per month. That's what we're bringing in. All right. So if that number seems appealing to you, great, because it's appealing to us. Now, this is for 10.5 months. And, this is a big topic that I'm having, or a discussion I'm having with my wife right now is, do we want to run Turo for only 6 months out of the year, the most profitable 6 months? Because this is based over 10.5 months. But you could only do that if you bought your cars cash. Right now, if you bought all your cars or most of your cars financed, you have to keep going every month to be able to pay off those loans. So just keep that in mind, right? How you buy your car is huge. And how you manage your fleet and expenses, really, that's diving into the numbers and finding that true profit. I hope this helped a bunch of you guys decide, is Turo worth it for you in 2025? And if you're currently a host, could this have helped you refine that process that we talked about? If you guys are looking to really step up your host game, or you're new to Turo and want to start off on the right foot, we have got some great products in the links below. Now, it's not going to cost you any more, and when you purchase those links, it's going to help support us and allow us to grow this channel. So please subscribe, comment, like, and get notified. And thanks a bunch for being here and staying tuned to the Turo Hustle.